Hello everyone. So this one is absolutely incredible. Tells you like what you need to do when you are having an advantage, and also uh you shouldn't even like I actually sacked my queen here to you know uh get an get a really good advantage if the opponent allowed, but he actually took it. He actually realized that and he didn't took my queen. So yeah, it's an amazing game, and I'm really like it's this guy was playing really good. Cowboy ski, he played really well, like on every move, but just missed one of the simple tactics. Not maybe not uh, not that evident, but yeah, after that he played, even before that he played really well. So let's start basic e4 e5 thing, and then two knights game. And here, if you can see, I these days I'm trying this crazy tactic of taking the pawn anyway, even if it's defended. Mm, the reason being that it helps you move your pawn forward. That's the one thing, and then there's an idea in this position. Like there's the simple idea of moving your camel here, queen here. Of course, combining with first with this move so that this knight gets away, and then moving this pawn forward and winning this knight. So it's pretty, if when once you do this in this format, I think you will know that how it's like you actually do not like in most of the usual cases you will win back your piece and have a definite better position than the opponent. So the opponent move back, so like from its initial position, definitely you're gaining back the tempos, sacrificing one horse. So this is the idea. The opponent usually tries to, destroy your pawn structures, the pawn duo which you have formed, but then you just forget about that and then focus on these moves. Camel here, queen here, try to pressure right along. So here try this move, but and most of the opponent will try this, but you may think that the move here is to take back, and but that would be a simple exchange. But with this move, the camel here, he actually uh, left this pawn undefended. And you may see like even, but how is that a problem? Because this camel is undefended, he can just take it. So you will see that once you take this, so this square becomes available for you. So even if this takes, then you can still give a check and win back your camel. Plus, you also won that particular pawn. So you actually, this is the best move in this position where you. So it's hard to see, but yeah, so you can look forward, like generally what are the ways where you can check. One of the way is like this, but then what, like this, but he can easily counter it. Other ways would be like to check is like bring the queen here, but then that will be a completely sacrifice without any reason. But yeah, one thing from this from this tactic you can devise is like if this pawn wasn't here, then this uh, check would be possible. So then you can easily get to know to this tactics like take this pawn, and if even if the camel takes this, would actually take that for the check, and you will also make the opponent lose his castling, because if queens move, the queen moves to protect, but then it will lose the elephant. So the opponent will anyway lose the castling somehow sometime, and, that would be bad for him. So he rather took this, and here maybe a move could be to attack with the queen, but then it can be easily defended with this. Right? So I rather attacked with the camel, which is currently being attacked. So here opponent try to defend it, and so there's a chance here. Like as you can see, there is a chance here to uh, make the opponent lose the right to castle. So the reason is this. rook is only defended by this queen. We cannot take with the queen. He has to take with the king. But then that's what the whole point was. So he took, and then rather than taking here, which is, opponent can easily win back, I rather thought of moving this forward, which would again give me a good square of checking him anytime I want. So, and then the thing was to improve the position. As you can see, I can win back this particular pawn. So the opponent rather thought of attacking me, but then I gave him a check rather. So one thing is like taking this, but then that will hang uh, the horse. So a good move. So I gave him a check, and then that looks at this, and then with a check, like I could also win back the pawn. So that was the idea. Won back the pawn, and now you can see like if the horse sits as this position, it's such a juicy square. It's actually a triple fork. You can see this. So that was my simple plan. So opponent tried to attack my lone pawn here, which is which is in his territory. I just simply try to do that particular uh, plan, and also if you see like they are not like if you think this is a good position for the queen, it's not, because this follows this and the queen is lost. And then if you think I can move this over here, that is also not right. He can pin my knight and then bring his camel here and double attack, and then he would win the knight. Some maybe there are some complications, and like I wouldn't be able to move my knight, but that's the main attack. So that's why I thought carefully about it, like where what is the best position to move my knight. So yeah, I'll move my queen so that I can check. So the only logical square it seems is this. But again, I guess this wasn't the best. Like he could have attacked my queen with this move, and then maybe then I can move this here and then still threaten this triple four. But the opponent simply tried to improve the safety of his queen, which is a good thing, but not in this particular position. Like this is like the biggest blunder of the opponent here. So I gave him a check, a triple fork, and then won the queen, like a really good compensation for the horse. And from now onwards, as you see, since you now have a definite advantage, just go for the simplification. Exchange all the pieces for all the other pieces, like rook for this rook, and this rook for this rook, and then this knight for either of these three pieces. Once that is done, uh, this queen will be overpowered for any of the minor pieces, like. And then also note I have a pass pawn here, so but I started with, I guess, yeah, I started with this exchange, like also plan, like I with this move I also open, I could castle this way or this way, both. So he tried to unpin it, but my whole idea was to just simply uh, exchange. Now here, as you can see, there are multiple things that I can do. I can simply take here, but that would be a bad move. Not like it would just be an exchange. Why? Because he can simply move this rook here and he can take back. So this pawn is actually a shield for my queen and giving me a lot of squares to move around. If I don't do that, I rather I try to uh, protect what is being attacked. So this was the pawn which was being attacked, and the opponent tried a little discovery with this attack, but then I just moved my pawn forward, and then he protected his weak thing, and then I simply castled. And from this point, my whole idea was focused on this, as this is a very strong pass pawn. Nothing like there's nothing much that you can do. And this knight may seem like a powerful piece, but it cannot move here. The only like square which is giving a check, and this is not also taken. Maybe you can move here, but it doesn't attack anything or does anything. Not at the moment. Maybe in future. So the only like most of the my basically, I mean, most of my places are currently well placed. So only thing is I need to just try to put pressure with this pass pawn. That's what I did. So the opponent again tried to protect this, but I guess he wouldn't need, because I was never going to take this as the shield for my queen, and that's the only thing. So here actually the opponent tried to so win back, play some counter play using, taking double attacking and winning the. I could have protected this, but then I thought of simply just this pass pawn is too strong, because now if he takes this, I can move this further here, and but then he played this tactic of moving this knight here, protecting this square, and then also attacking this. Then I took this move, like, firstly it's a check, and secondly, this knight is pretty annoying. If you see, like, it prevents me to achieve my original goal. So the whole idea was to actually win this knight, even if it's protected. Like, so let's see the variation. Like, if I take this knight, obviously he's going to take back the queen. Okay, but if he does that, then I'm going to promote. Okay, and then if he takes this particular queen, then I'm going to win this rook, but then that will also come with a check. So either if he will have to win this, bring this rook in, or bring this camel in. Camel doesn't make sense. If he brings this rook in, I can simply exchange the rook, and then the end game would be this rook against the camel, and that's completely winning. If he doesn't, if he tries to move here, then I can simply move my rook here, trying to attack the pawns, or simply attack this weakness. So, or this weakness would be here. So that was the idea. So he blocked with the camel, and actually in this particular position, tried that I looked at the and the pieces, and then I thought of actually sacrificing it, because this king is completely locked up in the back rank. He has no real except of one move here. He has no real position. So anything that comes and attacks directly from the back rank is pretty deadly for the king. So now this exchange is so powerful. Like, it may seem not that much, but it actually is. The reason being, once I take this, the opponent will take back. Then I promote, and then this is actually, he cannot take this queen, because of course I will take back the I will take it back uh, with with my other rook, but then that will also be a check, almost a checkmate. The only move is to bring this camel here and sacrifice it. I'll bring back the I'll win back the, like, two, almost three of the pieces, like one, two, and three for this queen. So that's like a pretty good compensation. It's like, and then that will be two rooks again. One rook, I can sacrifice one of the rook, and then it's game over for the opponent. So that's why I sacrificed it. And the opponent at this moment saw this move, so he, like, he obviously he had to take this queen. It doesn't make sense, because I can still bring either the, like, promote this to the second queen, and then still have two queen, and then that would be pretty deadly. So he took back the queen, but then at this point I promoted, and here he realized that he shouldn't take this, because that would be just almost game over. His attacking power would be too less. So he tried to defend the position that he has, and also double attack this. So there's no way I can defend this. Then from here, simply, you know I do have a already I already have a definitive advantage. So the idea is to gobble up as much pawns and then exchange the pieces. So that was the idea. So now I'm trying to attack this. So the only way to defend, maybe he could have also moved this camel somewhere to a better position. That would have been a good move. He misses that. He rather protected, but then this this leaves rook, uh, this look, this rook with the unprotected. Like this queen can easily gobble it up multiple times. So at this point, I was also thinking like this is also a good move, and I actually missed this particular one, and this would actually threaten this checkmate, and but rather I tried protecting it, and then the opponent moved this. Because the reason was, I was thinking like there could be some way like the opponent would, he could either move this or move this. Both will actually be quite losing because I think I could move my queen back, and then so I was thinking he would do either of the moves, and I already calculated this move, so I was expecting this because this would be actually game over. So if you see why I waited for this move is this particular move. It's like a triple attack, and it's so deadly because the opponent has to leave his elephant. Has to, because with this move I'm actually threatening a checkmate in one. So there's no way he can protect all of this. Like he can move this queen rook here thinking that this is protected, but then that would be again a checkmate in one move. And or the opponent may just completely which is what happened, completely like uh, completely be ignorant of this and may not realize he's like he didn't realize actually that that was the main threat here. So he tried to protect, he saw this work but missed this one. So that's why triple forks are so deadly. So he protected the pawn, protected the elephant, but then missed this single move checkmate. So yeah, this whole game was pretty interesting for me. My whole idea was simply to, after I won the queen, to simply exchange the pieces and move the pawn forwards. And then this particular move was like something pretty interesting. I never thought I would have someday a courage to pull such move. But when you realize it, it's actually a win because uh, this move, because of this queen, and the opponent also realized that even if he takes this, he would actually be losing, completely losing. So yeah, that's about it. So I hope you guys learned something out of it, how to proceed when you are having an advantage, and what to do, what not to do. So I hope you all enjoy your chess. Bye. Thank you.